Welcome back. We're still joined by Ted Rolsey and Theo, of course, but Ted is the one we're talking to now. Ted is the lake guy here in Oneida County. So, Ted, we mentioned before the break, it seems like muskie fishing picks up during September. I have no idea why, so why is that?
I'm not sure exactly why, but something in the fall, maybe it's the day length or the cooling of the water, it entices the fish to start putting on weight for winter. They tend to feed more, and fish in general are going to take bigger baits. Like in springtime, I'll use little minnows like this to jig for walleyes. In fall, I might use walleye suckers about that size. But in the fall, the muskie fishermen use suckers, 12, 14, 16 inches long.
Wow.
That's massive. It's I'd be happy to catch fish that size for real, let alone use it for bait.
Yeah.
And so what about the water? We haven't talked much about the water plants. How is that differentiated?
Yeah, you know, it looks like the plants all die in winter, and they do die back. They pull back, but they're mostly perennials. So their energy has gone down into root systems, often called rhizomes, that are thick roots in the bottom, and those carry food to help the plants spring back when winter's over.
Okay, and I think we should talk about the plants that are right on the shore, the trees. The colors are changing very minimally right now, but they'll soon be a lot more. So why do colors change every year?
Well, color is so spectacular over water. That's why it's one of the best times to be on the lake is in fall. But leaves are green because of a pigment called chlorophyll that the plants manufacture throughout the year, that the trees make. And in fall, the trees stop producing chlorophyll. The chlorophyll dies back, and there are other pigments that were already present in the leaves that are no longer masked. So they're called carotenes, and xanthophylls are the main ones that are exposed and bring us the fall color.
And it's the sunlight decreasing that triggers that?
Yeah, that and the cold weather.
Okay.
And then, of course, I know you mentioned a little bit about the nighthawks. So tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, that's one of the neatest things in fall. It's another bird species in addition to the ducks that migrate through. The nighthawks sometimes will appear over a lake in flocks, especially if there's flying insects up there, and they have a very light, agile type of flying, and they make an interesting call that sounds kind of like beer, and they grab an insect and they move on to the next one, and you look up in the sky and they're there, you look away for a while, you look up again and they're gone. They're just really great to see. And they migrate all the way, they do migrate all the way down to South America.
Wow.
Okay.
So I have a lot of questions about migration, but there are many birds that don't migrate, right? So tell us how those birds are going to be surviving this fall and winter.
They're very adept at finding food. The woodpeckers find food in the trees. The blue jays, chickadees, they find seeds everywhere. There's enough for them to eat, even when there's snow cover. They seem to manage. And
owls too, right? Are looking for varmints all winter long.
Yeah, I think an owl got a flying squirrel off our feeder one time not too long ago.
That'd be cool to see.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you know, Ted, you talk a lot about, you know, the different seasons, the creatures, how they change throughout all the seasons, and you've written books as well. So tell us a little bit about this, because this one is your most recent book, right? Yeah,
this book is a collection of stories from my life in fishing, and you'll find out a little bit more about muskies in here. Mostly though, this won't teach you how to catch fish, but it should bring back some memories of your own fishing experiences and experiences you might like to have on the water someday.
Okay, and you're telling me your grandson's fly fishing, right?
My grandson Tucker has learned to fly fish, and I've been with him when he's caught some fish on a little stream near his house in Plymouth. He's really excited about it. He just recently made his own fly and caught a fish on it.
Okay, good for Tucker.
Oh,
wow, that's
I like
cool.
That. All right, so where can people find your book if they have any more questions?
Just about anywhere books are sold, or visit thelakeguy.net, my website, or go to Mind Chimes in Three Lakes or the Shade Tree in Minocqua.
Okay, thanks so much, Ted, for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Ted. We'll be right back after this break.